Hi, guys, and happy Thursday. We are live again because today I felt like talking about one of the greatest artists of all time, one of the geniuses of the 20th century, probably the greatest genius of the 20th century, and just so advanced and so remarkable, so prolific. And that is the one and only Frank Zappa. So we lost Frank in 1993, very sadly. And he was still writing music till the day he died. And he had 4 underground vaults that held every master, every tape, everything that he ever did. He bought all the masters from every session that he ever recorded. So he owned it all. And he is just one of the gods in the pantheon of our rock gods. And just incredible what he's accomplished, what he did, how brilliant of a guitarist he was. One of the best. He played with some of the best musicians. He didn't allow drugs in his band. He didn't allow messing around or anything like that. You had to be good. Steve Vai played with him. Terry Bozzio played with him. So Ruth Underwood, she was like a classically trained musician, like just remarkable stuff. So we're going to go through my Zappa collection, which is huge because I was turned on to Zappa when I was like 8 years old by my babysitter. She was a lot older than me, and she was a big Zappa fan, Fugs fan, Beefheart fan, things like that. And she turned me on to him. So I've known about him since I was 8 years old. And as soon as I started collecting records, I bought them all. And I'm still buying them to this day when new things come out. So what we have first, we got a lot, so I got to move. We have first is this compilation called Zapped. And this was a bizarre straight label. You know how Warner Brothers used to do those samplers of their artists? Well, this were the artists that Zappa brought to the bizarre label. And all great stuff. I mean, all great stuff, because we have Alice Cooper. Yes, Alice Cooper was first brought to vinyl by Zappa. Captain Beefheart, of course. Tim Buckley, Wildman Fisher. The GTOs, Girls Together Outrageously. That was the band that he put together, that Zappa himself put together, of groupies in the 60s. Really, really, really fun. This is a great piece. Pretty sure I bought this when I was a kid. From the inside a record album sleeve would have these kind of things to order. The Warner Brothers what do you call it? The Warner Brothers compilations, and this was in there. Had to grab it. So glad I did. I've had that for 100 years, All right. Fun commercial, beautiful piece. Frank and Moon Zappa doing Valley Girl. Look at that. This is so precious. 12-inch single. Look at that. I love the way he's so proud of her. It's like really sweet. And Moon is a very cool kid. She's done some great YouTube stuff, and I love watching her. And her and Dweezil tried to save a lot of Zappa's estate because the two younger kids weren't all that interested. Imagine. Oh my God. All right. Next up, we have Shut Up and Play Your Guitar. One of, the box set. My friend Frank gave me this for Christmas one year, a long time ago. Shut Up and Play Your Guitar. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Frank was one of the most brilliant guitarists of all time. And I'm just blown away when I listen to him. And I don't know, Steve Vai was blown away when he listened to him, and Vai is a pretty damn good guitarist, you know what I mean? Zappa and the Mothers of Invention, Wax Flags. This is a bootleg, a beautiful bootleg. This was recorded at UCLA in 1977. Oh, Adrian Belew also played with Zappa. That's right. I forgot about that. Peter Wolf was on keyboards. Terry Bozzio was on drums. Adrian Belew on guitars. And, of course, Zappa. Really great stuff. He played the best. The up-and-coming best played with Zappa. Frank Zappa, Waka Jawaka. Look at that. One of my faves. Very cool. I have a few that are absolute favorites, but they're all so great. And when we get to my favorites, I'll let you know which they were. Zappa and the Mothers, Roxy and Elsewhere. The record set. Very beautiful thing. Trouble Every Day. Just so many good things. He was so prolific, and thank goodness for that, right? Frank Zappa, I Don't Want to Get Drafted. Is this trip really necessary? That's so great. Okay, Son of Shut Up and Play Your Guitar. Beautiful stuff. And this was 1981. The London Symphony Orchestra does Zappa, Volume 1, conducted by Kent Nagano. Zappa was so amazing and complex. And he did orchestral music as well. The only album that I'm missing here, I think it's the only one I'm missing, that I do have, is Zappa Conducts Boulez. Couldn't find it in the collection real quick, but it's out. It's there somewhere. But here's the London Symphony Orchestra playing Zappa orchestral pieces. Amazing, right? Frank Zappa Studio Tan. This is can I get a year? 78 on Studio Tan. Beautiful stuff. Classic Lumpy Gravy. Zappa's Lumpy Gravy. Beautiful. Hi, Carm. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. We're doing Zappa today. Very exciting. Yeah, Lumpy Gravy. Zappa feeding the monkeys at Mame San. Awesome. Another early, the Mothers of Invention burnt weenie sandwich. Yeah, Flo and Eddie. Yep, Flo and Eddie for sure. Zappa, the Man from Utopia. How fun. Oh my God, we're psychically connected because you've been listening to Zappa and I got the idea to show Zappa. Very, very fun. Yeah, the man from Utopia. Uh 1983 on that one. He was remarkably prolific. I mean, it's just amazing how many things he has. Frank Zappa, Finer Moments. Beautiful stuff. The walking zombie music. Really great. He's got some of the coolest album covers ever. I know, old radios. All right, so here we have Frank Zappa, Orchestral Favorites. Look at this cover. Wow. Awesome. Oh, one of my favorites, the Grand Wazoo. Beautiful stuff. Let's see. 72. Beautiful album. I absolutely love this. All right. Ship arriving too late to save a drowning witch. Very, very, very fun. Yeah, he absolute rite of passage right here, and you kind of like love him lifelong. You know what I mean? Because like when I first opened, I said I was turned on to him at the age of 8 years old by my babysitter because she was a lot older than me. So it was kind of cool. I was obviously when he first came out, I was like a baby. You probably weren't even born, but this is fun. Oh, classic. The Mothers, Fillmore East, June 1971. Classic, classic, classic. This is a live album. This one is crazy. Yeah. Yeah, my babysitter. She was like a hippie girl and she got me into the Mothers, the Fugs, Captain Beefheart, things like that. Very fun. Grateful Dead also. But anyway, Fillmore East, June 71. Classic. Classic. Mothers. Frank Zappa, Conceptual Continuity. I believe this is a bootleg. Recorded live in Detroit, Michigan. Great stuff. Frank Zappa, Vitamin Deficiency. 2-record set. This has Peaches and Regalia on it, which is one of my favorites. That's not the original, but this probably maybe it's live because it's got a lot of different stuff on it. Oh, this is an import. This is an Australian import. Oh, classic. Zappa apostrophe. Great. This had so many good things on it. You know, Yellow Snow, St. Alfonso's Pancake Breakfast, Cosmic Debris, Stinkfoot. It was all on here. Just great stuff. So great. Another great one, Zoot Allures. I believe Black Napkins was on here, right? Yeah, Black Napkins, one of my favorites. Absolutely. I love Peaches and Regalia, but The Torture Never Stops is such a remarkable song by him. And I'm just, let me tell you something. He did Black Napkins which is remarkable. Um, he did The Black Page, which I saw Terry Bozzio perform at Guitar Center. It was called Black Page because it was so complex that the page looked black with notes. I'm telling you, this guy was beyond the average person. He was just crazy genius. Zoo Dolores was a beautiful song. Wind Up Working at a Gas Station is on here, but The Torture Never Stops. If any of you have not heard that song, it is amazing. The guitar work on that is, it sends me into oblivion. Another good one, Zappa and the Mothers of Invention, One Size Fits All. Great one. What do we have here? Sofa, Pajama People, San Bernardino. Really good stuff. Florentine Kogan. Great stuff. Okay. Yes, he did. And that he absolutely heard music differently than other people. And he was when he was very young, he heard Edgar Varese and was so impressed he could understand the music. He said he had a harder time understanding jazz when he was a kid, but as soon as he heard Edgar Varese, he understood it immediately, which is really impressive, you know, because Varese is very complex and kind of above most people's listening threshold. You know what I mean? So he really was a genius. And when this goes on YouTube, when this live is finished and I put this on YouTube, I will put a link down below for a great documentary on Zappa that was done by the BBC the year that he died. And there will be a link below to watch that because, you know, Carm, we love our documentaries. So, okay, this is my number one favorite Zappa album of all time, and that is Hot Rods. This is pure genius. This has Peaches and Regalia on it. Willie the Pimp, sung by Captain Beefheart. So, some really great stuff. Just a beautiful album. Yeah, because Peaches and Regalia, I mean, most of this album is instrumental, and it's really beautiful, and that's why it became my favorite Zappa album, but except for Willie the Pimp, which is sung by Captain Beefheart, which is kind of cool. Okay, more commercial side of Zappa, but his commercialism was always very, hi Jenny. His commercial side was always offbeat, very offbeat, and not necessarily commercial, but this is so great. Chic Your Booty. So wonderful. You know, obviously, most people, if anybody is not very, very familiar with Zappa, they probably are familiar with this, but very, very fun. Okay, this is, what is this one? I forgot. Oh, You Are What You Is. The great, You are what you is. You know what you are. You are what you is. Frank Zappa, Sleep Dirt. So beautiful. Joe's Garage. Great stuff. Hey, down in Joe's garage. Oh my God, it's just so great. I loved that song. And this is really fun stuff. Then we have Joe's Garage Acts 2 and 3. Very, very cool. Hi, Paula. Thanks for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us on this gloomy, dreary, rainy Thursday. We are doing Frank Zappa today, which is very fun. I have so many, and we've already gone through a lot. Yeah, that's right. Jenny was looking for you, Carm. I told her you were in Arizona, but that you're back now. But she meant on YouTube itself. So we know that sometimes you take a break here and there when you have to, and I get it. We all do. But I'm so glad you came in today, Paula. Thank you so much. All right. This is a Golden Archive series, like I guess like a budget release on MGM. This is The Mothers of Invention with some of, favorite song, popular songs, Absolutely Free, Mother People, Flower Punk, Wowie Zowie, early. It's just fun. Okay. Rubber Slices by Frank Zappa. Look at that. Beautiful stuff. This, I'm thinking, I believe that this is also a possible bootleg because you have the day off today. Is it a holiday? Is it a holiday, Jen? That's strange. Oh, I'm so happy you have the day off. How cool. Yeah, I believe this might be a bootleg because this is recorded in its entirety at the Nebworth Open Air Festival in England, 1978. Because it says "Dancing Fool" on it. It has some good stuff. Village of the Sun, Bobby Brown, Conehead Morons. Good stuff. Of course, we have Uncle Meat right here. Great, great cover on Uncle Meat. Great. Nice way to get a day off. Very, very cool. I kind of worry about you being a teacher because today, this day and age, people are crazy. Every day, the news pops up. That is crazy. Just to attend a sports, I don't know. The world is changing. But, I always think about the shootings and I get so worried for my teacher friends. Yeah, Uncle Meat, great, great, great cover. Love this cover. Big double record set, beautiful stuff. Okay, another great one, Overnight Sensation. This has some really good stuff on it. It's Camarillo Brillo is on here, I Am the Slime. Who doesn't know that, right? Zombie Wolf, Dynamo Hum, Montana. Moving to Montana soon. Gonna be a dental floss tycoon. So great. Love that. Them or Us, Zappa. This has a great cover. Look at that cover. Sinister Footwear is on here. So fun. Frogs with dirty little lips. is just so amazing with his lyrics, his titles, his music. It just blows my mind. I can't say enough about the influences Zappa has had on music. Oh, where it all began. Look at this. Freak out. The Mothers of Invention Freak Out. My original copy from way back when. Yeah. Yeah, old radios. There's just so many great. This is so beautiful. I mean, I'm so thrilled that I have this and I've had it since it came out. And this was on Verve, the beautiful Verve label, which is one of my favorite labels out there because their quality and sound was beyond, they recorded some of the best artists. And it's amazing that the Mothers started on Verve, right? Yep, Return of the Son of Monster Magnet. Great stuff. All right. Frank Zappa meets the Mothers of Prevention. This is around the time when Frank was championing musicians against the PMRC. And really, really great. His, of course, Susie Cream Cheese. What's got into you? So great. Um, yeah, he was one of like the most outspoken people against the PMRC, along with Dee Snider and a bunch of other people. But he was so amazingly well spoken and presented, and he really like put Tipper Gore to shame. And I love watching the interview. And I remember I am way back when I wrote to Gail Zappa around that time of the PMRC thing, and she wrote me a personal letter back. It's hidden in a closet in the front room, which I'm going to have to dig out one day. Couldn't dig it out for today, but oh yeah, and yep, they were old radios, and those stickers are still on records to this day. Like when I buy some metal albums, and there's always a sticker on it. It's just mind-boggling. And rap albums always have a sticker on them. Okay, the other classic, Frank Zappa's 200 Motels, of course. I think Keith Moon was involved in this. Ringo Starr was involved with this. This is just amazing, and this is 2-record set. This is my original from back in the day, and just an amazing thing to own. I'm sure if you're a Zappa fan, you have seen 200 Motels. It's a crazy movie, but it's fun. Oh, and old radios. I saw Driller Killer yesterday. Oh my God. It was really fun, and I'm glad I saw it. But the acting was so bad. I mean, it would, you're talking B movie all the way, maybe even C. But I'm glad I saw it. But man, was the acting bad in that. Holy crap. But it was fun. Very fun film. The Worst of the Mothers of Invention. Great stuff. And again, with an artistic. Yeah, you did. You told me. But the punks in that movie were like no punks I've ever seen. They were so obnoxious and annoying. We didn't look like that. We didn't act like that. It was funny. And the filmmaker, the actual director, was in the film. I think it was that main guy. What's his name? What was his name? I don't know, something Miller, the artist. I can't remember what they called his first name, but very fun. Look at this great artwork on this cover. Yeah, and this is super uh multimedia. This has like shadow boxes and everything, so really great. Okay, the great Chunga's Revenge. Look at this beautiful thing. Transylvania Boogie is on here. I could use that for Halloween podcasts, for sure. Chunga's Revenge, The Clap. Rudy Wants to Buy You a Drink. The Nancy and Mary music. Just great stuff. And this was, what year was this one? 1970. Very cool. Okay, then we have Zappa in New York. 2-record set. 1976. This was recorded at one of the Halloween shows, which I went to just about every year. So I'm sure I was at this show because this was 76. In 76, we played for a cozy group of 27,500 deranged fanatics in New York City. 3 shows at the Felt Forum at Halloween, and 14,000 for 4 shows at the Palladium. We went to the Palladium every year for his Halloween show. So this is recorded in 76 at one of the Halloween shows, which is very, very cool. And last one here is newer. Craig got this for me at for Christmas one year. This is Frank Zappa, The Rare Tapes, Garden City, New York, December 31st, 1974. 2-record set. Beautiful stuff. Absolute. There's a Bebop Tango excerpt on here. The Story of Dupree's Paradise, Yellow Snow Suite. So this is Pygmy Twilight Dummy Up, but rare tapes. So alternative versions and whatnot. So that's that. And then that's the LPs. Like I said, the only one I couldn't find was right away was Zappa Conducts Boule, which I know I have. All right, so now I'm going to show you an original poster that my aunt gave me back in the day. And this is Zappa, Cal State College in Fullerton, November 8th, 1972. Warmed up by Alice Cooper. How fun is that? Because 2 of my favorite artists ever. He did. He absolutely did. Because he was a genius. But yeah, so Zappa and Alice Cooper, 2 of my favorite artists. So, and you know, Zappa is the one that brought Alice Cooper to vinyl. So to have him open up for him and for that to be the poster that she gave me is very thrilling. Then I have this. Frank Zappa Halloween 73. This has a 2 CD set recording the Halloween 73 concert. This one was not at the Palladium. This was in Chicago. Carm, this was in Chicago. And the CDs came in this box set with a Frankenstein. You have the toilet one? What? I can't believe you have that. That's what I was going to use for the cover picture. of this video, when it's done. I wish that I had that poster so bad. Here, this is the it come with like almost like Ben Cooper style mask and costume, and then the 2 CD set of the concert. Is that the coolest thing ever? I got this from Joe at Music Connection. And me and Halloween and Ben Cooper and masks and all that. So this was just being that this was Zappa. I flipped out the minute I saw it, as you can well imagine. When this came out, or when the poster came out, when the Zappa Crappa poster came out, because I don't know what year Zappa Crappa was, but it was pretty early. And since I was 8 years old, when my babysitter taught me, turned me on to Zappa. It would have been, let's see, 8 years old. Would have been about 68, 67. So 68, probably. Oh, this Halloween show. Okay. And this was your area. So kind of cool. If it was from the Palladium, I would have freaked out. But this was a Chicago one. I love it. And finally, I have my original. I now have it wrapped up because I don't want anything to happen to it. I did have a good babysitter. Well, my dad was a musician. My brother was a baby. My father was a musician. We had cool people around us, and we were always turned on to things. Very young. One of my dad's friends was the person that first brought Zeppelin 2 into our house, things like that. But anyway, this is my original t-shirt from the Frank Zappa tour 1980 from the Halloween tour at the Palladium. And this was I wrapped it up so it doesn't ever get destroyed, because it's now very old. And it has, see the blacks, it was like one of those baseball jersey types. But the Barking Pumpkin, very cool. And Crush All Boxes on Barking Pumpkin Records, Frank Zappa Tour 1980. Just a beautiful thing. So, and that was my own boy at the Palladium Halloween show in 1980. So this thing is like a freaking antique now, right? But anyway, and I got my Zappa t-shirt on here too today, because he's the best. So that was the Zappa for today. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Yeah, I can't believe you have the original Zappa Crappa, Carm. I am so amazed. That's so great. And you're younger than me, so amazing that you have it. I remember back in the day, we used to see it taped up in a lot of head shop, record store, bookshop bathrooms and things like that. Club bathrooms, you know what I mean? So you got it? You got the Sylvania? Did he pack it well? I hope. You finally got it, right? Oh, you just got it. Did you open it yet and play with it? Because it's nothing more exciting than getting a new phonograph and messing around with it. I used to love that. It's coming today. Okay, cool. All right. Very, very fun. Good luck. I hope you packed it really well, and I hope you love it. And I'm sure you'll post it at some point on your channel, so I'll see it. But anyway, guys, like 45 minutes. I can't believe I got through all those Frank Zappa albums in 45 minutes. I thought it would take longer, but I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna put the link below for that great documentary, BBC documentary that was made the year that he died. Very, very interesting. Frank was a very interesting man, a very intelligent guy, very arrogant guy. But just, I mean, rightly so. He was just so much of a genius. So, anyway, that's it for me. Comment, subscribe, spread that love. Tink merch below, Radio Tink podcast link below, Patreon link below. Please become a Patreon member. Support me. Become a member of the inner circle, because my inner circle people are my very favorite people. And I have a new quote today. I tweaked up my quote to something that I thought was better. So in a black and white world, live a technicolor life. How's that? That's it for me, guys. I will see you all later. I love you so very much. Thank you so much for being here with me and sharing my Zappa stuff. I will talk. Yeah, I'm glad that you caught this one, Carm, because I knew you were into him, and I can't believe that you were listening to him yesterday. That is serendipity all the way. And Jenny, so glad you're off today. And Paula, thank you for stopping in. And I will talk to you all next time. Love you all. Bye.